The only thing that we will ever have is our existence. Some of us are privileged enough to have a situational awareness of it. And if you have the ability to transmit some portion of that experiential awareness to another person, you are luckier still. It's because of this that I, like many others, have come to believe that it is objectively immoral and evil for anyone to interfere in another person's struggle to exist, or their efforts to express the experience of that struggle to others. The first two amendments to the American Bill of Rights supposedly cover this concept, but the language is archaic and open to wild interpretations, and the more important point being overlooked here is that no one needs to have a permission slip from daddy authority in order to defend your existence and your right to describe it. A few weeks ago, I left a comment on one of Count Dankulas' videos regarding free speech. In that video, Dank had equated his own persecution at the hands of the state with James Gunn losing his job over inappropriate tweets. I had to disagree with Dank on that point. Count Dankulas suffered the wrath of state tyranny firsthand. They came to his door and arrested him because he posted a video of his dog waving its little paw around. James Gunn just had to go find another job. I argued that in that instance, Disney was left with nothing but bad choices. It was revealed that James Gunn had said things that could be perceived as harmful to their family-friendly image. That image is of course completely fabricated bullshit, but it's their product. It's what they sell. If they kept him on, they risked alienating a large percentage of their customer base. In this instance, Disney acted entirely as a profit-oriented corporation should, by protecting their bottom line. In the end, Disney lawyers figured it would be cheaper to fire Gunn, then pay him a settlement, than to suffer potential box office shortfalls for Guardian 3. By contrast, I believed Adult Swim was also right to keep Dan Harmon on the payroll after that baby fucking video emerged, because Adult Swim's customer base wants that kind of shit. If anything, that video cemented Harmon's street cred amongst the bong-sucking man-children who watch Adult Swim. Adult Swim was acting in the best interest of their bottom line, which is what a business should do. In the fallout of the Alex Jones thing, Count Dankula made another video on the topic of free speech, and this time I found myself agreeing with him more than not. Specifically, he shed light on the fact that the purging of Alex Jones and InfoWars simultaneously by several private corporations wasn't done as a profit motive. It was entirely ideological. In their abandonment of the pursuit of profit, Google, Facebook, and Apple have forfeited their rights to be recognized as corporations or businesses or however you want to look at it. If they aren't those, then what should we call them? Well, they're collectivist authoritarians and they seek control over others. They may call themselves corporations, NGOs, religions, political parties, a gang, or the government. But they're just another tadpole state attempting to control an individual's thoughts and behavior through coercion. As I stated earlier, interference in a person's effort to express themselves is immoral, and what Google and Facebook did to Alex Jones certainly qualifies as interference. But it goes further than that. When denied the full range of available information, one is unable to form the fullest expression of their own thoughts and opinions. And by intentionally denying access to whatever goofball information Alex Jones is providing, big tech companies are interfering with everyone's right to express the experience of their existence in the most robust manner possible. To paraphrase something Dank said in his video, bad ideas cannot bear the weight of objective scrutiny. They simply will not survive in the free market of ideas as long as there are better ideas for sale in that market. The only way to make those bad ideas viable is to intentionally exclude the good ideas from the market. That's market manipulation. And market manipulation is by its nature interference in the existence of all those participating in the market, and therefore immoral. So what to do? The idea of an Internet Bill of Rights has been floated, but the state is not the answer to statism. Even though Google and Facebook have taken an ideological bent recently, they still require money to operate. Since these companies have philosophically already violated the principle of initiatory violence, or the NAP, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the only real choices left to us as individuals is either roll over and capitulate, or fight. I am by no means advocating for anyone to commit harm, persons or property associated with these companies, but rather, we make it impossible for them to turn a profit by making their policy of censorship too expensive to pursue. It's just that simple. In truth, it's a policy they can never actually manifest fully, no matter what they do. Market innovation will provide a way to circumvent that censorship. It always will. One glimpse into the darknet will provide any curious person with all the evidence they need to be assured that censorship can never fully be implemented. I know these companies receive stolen taxpayer funds to operate, but the peaceful non-participation in the state's larcenous and usurious economic system does work. And in the long term, that will force the tit of corporate gibs to dry up. It took several thousand years for all human cultures to adopt the wheel. Some still haven't, but the invention and widespread adoption of internet technology happened within a span of a lifetime. That is an incredibly short amount of time for such a global, pan-cultural shift. It represents a key point in humanity's journey. And the neat thing about it is that it's just getting started. I believe that as the internet evolves, it will become a tool with which we can begin to achieve a truly stateless society. The statists know this, and it terrifies them. And if your enemy is scared, then you've already won the battle. You'll find links to the videos that I referenced in the description. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate those of you who have subscribed, liked, and shared my videos. This has been No Cash Value.